Hello YouTubians. I've got a Browning trail camera. This one happens to be a Recon Force Platinum model. And I want to use it for time-lapse photography around the house. But I found that if you crank up the quality on the pictures and how often they're taken, it can really go through batteries. So I thought a AC adapter might be a useful thing to have. So I'll show you what I've developed for it. And if you're also interested in perhaps using a 12-volt sealed lead acid battery for use out in the woods, some of the information I present might be useful. So let's get started. One piece of useful information is right on the bottom of the camera. That's the auxiliary power input for the external battery pack that Browning sells. It's 12-volt DC, and the plus symbol on the right points to the middle. So that means that the tip has to be positive. So we know that when we open this up and we're looking for a tip to put in there, that it has to be positive on the tip and negative on the barrel. And I'll show you what that means in just a minute. This is the battery pack that Browning sells. They ask $40 for it, but I got this off of eBay for about half of that. You can also get them on Amazon sometimes. And it takes exactly the same battery pack as the camera, so they're interchangeable. So we can just put that in like that, and it's even got a battery tester on it if you want to use that. But we have now the tip that goes into the camera, so we can test that to see what the polarity is. The tip on the battery pack adapter has ears on the side of it, and that's what goes into that slot on the camera itself. So you can put it in there and rotate it, and that will keep it from being pulled out. I've got a voltmeter here, and it's set on 20 volts DC. I'm going to connect it to the battery pack adapter, and we'll see what we get. I'm going to take the red lead and put it inside, and the black lead and put it on the outside, because the tip is supposed to be positive. And we see that that battery pack right now is putting out about 10.7 volts. As a side note, I found out that my camera stops working when the voltage gets down to about 9.2 volts. What that means is, unfortunately, is that using rechargeable batteries is nearly worthless, because 8 rechargeable batteries will only put out about 9.6 volts. So although it would work for a while, it wouldn't be very long. For those of you that don't have a lot of experience with voltmeters, there's a simple test you can do to confirm that you've got the leads set up correctly. Take a battery, this happens to be a AA, and it's marked with a positive. So take the black lead and put it on the other end, and the red lead on the top, and you should get a positive reading from the voltmeter. In this case, it's 1.6 volts, which is fine. If you hook the leads up backwards, you're going to get a negative reading from the meter, or if there's a needle on it, the needle will move the wrong direction, and it'll look something like this. You see on the left side of the display there, there's a minus sign. I bought an AC adapter off of Amazon. It has a 12-volt setting and also has a variety of tips. The one that works with my camera is this one. The tip on the battery pack measures 0.213 inches, which is 5.4 millimeters. The tip on the AC adapter is 0.213 and 5.4 millimeters, and that's close enough. So I've got the tip assembled according to the instructions, so I'm going to plug the adapter in. Use the voltmeter to confirm that I've got the polarity correct. So we're going to put the red tip inside and the black tip outside, and it shows 12.22 volts, so we've done it correctly. So I've unplugged the adapter. I'm going to plug it in the bottom of the camera first. That way if there's any sparks, they occur over here and not at the camera. Plug the adapter in. Turn the camera on. And after the usual delay, it comes on. And it works just fine. If you have a different camera, perhaps one that does not have a connection for an external power supply, you still might be able to make something work. Try taking your battery pack, if you have one, and hooking it up to a voltmeter and making a note of the polarity. In this case, this way is positive. After you found the correct polarity, you might be able to take your existing battery pack, drill a hole in the bottom of it, snake some wires through, and connect them somewhere up in here. I would probably go ahead and caulk up the hole just to prevent any moisture from getting in, but you might be able to make it work that way. I've actually used this camera for a couple of days now with this AC adapter, and it works just fine. I put an empty battery pack in the bottom of it just to keep it sealed. Take it out and mount it on a tripod with the adapter cable just slung over the top of the camera, and it has not come out. Well, I hope that helps you make an AC adapter for your camera. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below, and we will see you later.